Ramblin' Rusty here. Today I was headed toward Wyoming for the Dinosaur Dig, and I saw a sign for Lewis and Clark exposition or anyway, something to do with Lewis and Clark. So here I am right now. Gonna step up here and see exactly what it is about, and I could do it. All right, here's the boat replica that they had taken, and they would pole their way upstream up the Missouri River. Let's see if I can do this without falling off the edge. And anyway, I had been to the place where they left. There at the confluence where the Mississippi and the Missouri River came up. Right now there's a light rain going, and it says please remain on the lower deck. So looking in here, this is basically the size. Thank you for the little tarp here to keep me from getting wet. Not much space in here. Captain Lewis, 1st U.S. Regiment Infantry. So I'll go inside right now. Let me go out here and get another picture of the boat from the front. There you see some of the poles and paddles that they would use. Here is a model of Camp Du Bois, which was a winter camp located near St. Louis. I had visited there when I went out to visit my sister in St. Louis, but she lived there. And so here is another sample of one of the river boats. They had several of them outside. And there is a seaman, a faithful dog that went along with him. Here is was Cinnamon Bear. And then here we have the badger, North American badger. And here's a pelt of a buffalo. Here it talks about some of the logs that would be in there and showed how the paddles were set up. There's a thing that would work on the rudder. Here's supposedly what it would look like going upriver.
This current is quite strong today. They must have had a heavy rain upstream. We'll be lucky to make 10 miles today.
On the last section of the video, there was an interactive thing that if you move the rudder, you could navigate the boat upstream. And I tried it and I crashed into a log. A lot of fun things to do here at this exhibit. Here at the Lewis and Clark thing, there are many things for young people to do while visiting here, and a lot of information is given. Here it talks about how to collect, preparing the specimens for botany, and mission accomplished. It says that Jefferson was delighted with Lewis and Clark specimens, and Lewis and Clark wrote a discovery of many new plants in this area. And then out here, it's a neat section here. They talk about medicine, doctoring in the wilderness. And they had to do quite a bit of doctoring. In fact, one of them, I forget which it was, got shot in the gluteus maximus. And so, anyway, there's a little thing here, and this shows possibility of what their kit looked like. And they had the lancet and Peruvian bark and bullet probe, and here's a replica of some of the things that he brought back. The next section that I will be showing you, a person really could take hours to stop and read each one of those little plaques that are on the wall. It is so interesting. Take time to come back and visit this in person later on. The upstairs floor has many very interesting things. There's a section here dealing with all the different types of fish that they came across, and the bears, the catfish, and then it is just so neat what the Shoshones were able to do in making traps, and some of how they prepared the fish for the market. If ever you're here, please take time to go through this. I know I'm going too fast. There's just too much to slow down and see things. And then, of course, some of the problems they ran into, they would possibly come across bears. And so here here you see some of the brush there that would be around there. And sometimes they would be out hunting or checking out things. They would come across a grizzly. There is a room here talking about Lewis and Clark and stamps and other memorabilia here. It's a very nice room. Here it says an epic journey, the first look at our nation's vast lands. Voyage of Discovery, Lewis and Clark's journey on stamps that have been done throughout the years here in the United States. On the ground floor, there is a whole section for the kids to come here and to enjoy. Here's a map of their whole exhibition, their whole trip out there. There are, for maps and adventures, spin the dial. They have some more diagrams of the different boats. This is like the boat that was saw outside. And here's, this is a frame boat. It's 35 feet. And that they took along. And here's a white prong. Here's a small blacksmith shop. When they were in Fort Mandan during the winter. Fun place for the kids to be. Here is the mighty Missouri River, headed downstream toward St. Louis. Here I come upon an earth lodge. This is by the Oto and the Missouri people. They lived in these in the 17 and 1800s. And to the right is the Missouri River through the trees. Let's go in through here and see what this is like. Their bed is not quite as soft as mine. Some of their work tables. There was an Earth Lodge Society. This enclosure was for their prize pony. This is an altar on the west side. Representing the evening star. Buffalo hide. Women and children slept to the west for protection. Most common wood was used was the cottonwood. And this lodge could house up to 25 to 30 people. The diameter was 48 feet. Storage, I think. Dogs slept near the door for security. I thought that's where I slept. The entrance was due east to the sunrise.